Hello everyone, today we're going to crochet the solid granny square. Now if you have troubles with this one and you find it a bit too wavy, a bit too frilly, I have one other alternative for you. I did a little experiment and made 3 versions of this square, but version number 1 and number 2 aren't too bad at all. Version number 3 is definitely a no. Version number 1, which is the way this is meant to be made, has 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the corner, and you also work in the hidden stitch, which is in the top of the first double crochet below. Sometimes people are having trouble with this, finding that there's just too many stitches and the square isn't sitting flat. So if that's you, I would try out this version. For me, it's not enough, but if you are having troubles with the original version, give this one a try and see how you feel. I'm still doing 4 double crochets and a chain in each corner. I'm just not working into that hidden stitch, which is on top of the first stitch from the row below. Reducing each round by 4 stitches might just give you that bit of extra space that you may need. For this project, you're going to need your yarn of choice and a corresponding hook. I'm using an 8-ply or a DK, so my hook is a 4mm. You will need your scissors and darning needle as well. For this project, I'm using US terminology and I'm starting with a double magic ring. I've used a single magic ring in the past and have found that they've come undone. So hold your yarn in your left hand, wrap your yarn twice around 2 fingers. Pulling up a loop from the center, yarn over and chain 1 to secure. Now, you can use chain 3, which will count as your first double crochet, or you can use the stacked single crochets like I do. I put my hook in the center, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 for 1 single crochet. Then put my hook down through the center of the single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're starting this first round in the center of a corner. So this double crochet will be double crochet number 3 of a cluster. So we'll go straight into a chain 1 for a corner. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1, 2 and 3. Now we'll do another chain because round number 1 consists of 4 clusters of 3 double crochets. So we'll do 3 more double crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, 3 more double crochets, that's 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and now all we have to do is double crochet number 1 and 2 that then connects up with this number 3. That's 1 and 2. Now take your hook off your work, turn it round, grab your yarn tail and gently pull. Whichever loop cinches in, grab hold of that one and then pull on it until the other loop cinches in. Then you just have to pull on the tail end and there they are both nice and neatly cinched in. Now we need to join up these 2, 1 and 2 with double crochet number 3. So I'm going to do a slip stitch into the top of that stitch that counts as our double crochet. the one that we made in the beginning. Pull the left loop through the right loop for a slip stitch. And that is our round number 1. Now I'm going to slip stitch along into this corner, yarn over, pull through, pull the left loop through the right loop. And now you're right in position. You can start round 2 with a chain 3 if you like, or you can do the stack single crochet like I do. I pop my hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And now I pop my hook down through the center of that single crochet, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're starting again in the very middle of this corner. So that's double crochet number 2. We're going to go straight into chain 1 for the corner. Now we'll do 2 more double crochets in here, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 more, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to work into this little space here, which is called the hidden stitch. It's on the very top right position above this double crochet below. So hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now work into the top of the double crochets along the side. We're not working in between the double crochets, we're working underneath the little V's on the top. So now we'll do 2 double crochet for this corner, 1 and 2, chain 1 and 2 more, 1 and 2. Now into this hidden stitch. If you can't see it, just pull your work out a little bit and you will see this little triangle space. Double crochet in there and double crochet along the top of the side. 2 double crochets in the next corner, 1 and 2. Chain 1, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Double crochet into that little hidden stitch, and it really is becoming a hidden stitch at the moment. Now in the top of the double crochets along the side. 2 double crochets in the corner, 1 and 2, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, double crochet into that hidden stitch, and along the top of the side. And now we're back to where we began. We need to make the very first double crochet that connects with this one. So working into our corner, and you will be going over top of just a little stitch there. That was the slip stitch. Now we have to do a slip stitch in the top of this double crochet that we made first. Pop your hook in, yarn over, pull through. Pull the left loop through the one on your hook. And that's round 2 complete. We'll just slip stitch on over to the corner space here. Hook in, pull up a loop, pull the left loop through the right one on your hook. Now we'll start round number 3, exactly the same way as the last one. You can start off with your chain 3, which counts as your double crochet, or do the stacked single crochets like I do. Hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Pop your hook down the center, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now chain 1. 2 double crochets to finish off this corner. 1 and 2. Now double crochet into this little hidden space, and we'll go into the top of all the double crochets along the side. Two double crochets into the corner space, 1 and 2, chain 1, 2 more double crochets into the corner, 1 and 2. Oops. Now double crochet into this hidden stitch. Things are getting a bit more crowded, so you will find you'll need to pull your work apart and pop your hook into that little space. Now into the top of every double crochet along the side. You can, if you prefer, to make these solid granny squares just with 2 double crochets and a chain in the corner. I have seen that option used, so we're at our corner space and we'll do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, that's 1 and 2. You're now into this hidden stitch. Now crocheting along the top of all the double crochets on the side. Two double crochets in the corner. Some people also do 2 chains in the corner space. I just do 1, and I do the same thing with my normal granny squares as well, the traditional ones. It's just the way I like things to look. I kind of like them close, but if you would prefer, you can do 2 chains there as well. It's just a matter of trial and error and see what you like best. One more there, and now we need to remember to do double crochet number 1 of this corner, our starting corner. Now we'll slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet stitch that we made and slip stitch into the corner space. This is what we have so far. You can start with a chain 3 if you prefer. I'm going to do my stacked single crochet, so I'll pop my hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, hook down the center of that single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That counts as my starting double crochet, going straight into the chain 1 for the corner. Now 2 more double crochets. Now working into that little hidden stitch, and now doing double crochets into the top of every double crochet along the side. Okay, we're in the corner, so that's 2 double crochets done, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, double crochet in that hidden stitch, and all the way along the side. Two double crochets into the corner, 1 and 2, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, double crochet into that little hidden stitch, and all the way along the side. You head off and continue this, and I will meet you back at the end. You're at the end of the 4th side, and remembering to do that first double crochet that belongs to the corner. Slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet. Now, if you lay your work out, you will see that you can't see where you started or ended your rounds, because we've done it in the center of the corner, and you don't have this ugly seam going up the side to start and finish each round like some of the solid squares do. So I really love this way of working, doing it in the corner, so it too is quite invisible. Right, slip stitch to the corner, chain 3 if that's what you're using, stacked single crochets if that's what you're using, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Now double crochet into that hidden stitch and in the top of every single double crochet along the side. It's starting to get quite a lot of them now, isn't it? But it's looking quite nice and neat. It is getting a little bit of a wave up about it, and I know some of you were worried about that. When you sit it down, it's fine. And we'll see how this goes after 6 rounds. We'll see whether it actually needs blocking to keep it nice and straight. I know that once they're crocheted into a blanket, they're absolutely fine. Okay, we're at the corner. I've done 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, double crocheting into that hidden stitch and working my way along. I'm going to leave you here, and I want you to go across this line into the corner with 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, crochet along here, do your corner, crochet along here, and we'll meet up for that very last stitch. We're at the end of round number 5. We just need to do that double crochet number 1 for the corner, slip stitch into the top of the double crochet we already made. Okay, we'll do one more round. So start with your chain 3 or start with your stacked single crochets into that corner. Chain 1, 2 more double crochet into the hidden stitch. I think if you wanted to reduce the amount of stitches as well, you could skip the hidden stitch quite easily. I might do a sample with that as well, just to see how they all compare. All right, I'm going to leave you here to head off and work around your square for round number 6. And we'll meet up at the end. We're at the end of round number 6, just going to work that very last or very first double crochet for the corner. Now your work is a little wavy. I'm going to block this overnight and see what happens. Pull that through. Let's do an invisible finish. So I'm just going to find the chain and pop my needle under the little V on the top of the chain. Send it back down through the last stitch that you made to create a new little V over the top. Then darn your yarn ends in. There we have our seamless solid granny square. This one has 4 double crochets in the corner. I'm going to go off now and do 2 more versions, and we'll have a look at that. We'll match them up together with each other and see how we feel about each different one. The other 2 squares that I'm going to do all start off exactly the same for round number 1. Chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1. Now we need our last 2 double crochets to join up with the first one that we made. Pulling on that yarn tail, pulling out that loop that's cinched in, and now cinching in the other one. Okay, there's our beginning round. Slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet we made. Now we're going to work from this corner. This time I'm going to do 4 double crochets in the corner, but I'm not going to use that hidden stitch. So that will reduce our side by 4 stitches. That's quite substantial. So we start off with our stitch that counts as our double crochet. Chain 1, 2 double crochets in the corner, not going into that first hidden stitch, we'll go into the second one. second and third, and now we're doing 2 double crochets into the corner, chain 1, 2 more double crochets in the corner, skip that hidden stitch and work into the second double crochet, into the third, 2 double crochets in the corner, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the corner, skip the hidden stitch, work into the second double crochet below, the third double crochet below, 2 double crochets in the corner, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, skip the hidden stitch, work in the second, work in the third, and now we do 1 more double crochet for the first double crochet of that corner. Slip stitch into the top of this first double crochet that we made, and now slip stitch into the corner. To me that feels better already. Let's keep on going. Okay, that's my stacked single crochets, which counts as a double crochet. I've done a chain, and I'm going to do 2 more double crochets for the corner, skipping the hidden stitch, starting off in the second double crochet of the side. 1 more to go there, 2 double crochets in this corner, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, skipping that first stitch and working into the second, 2 in the corner, chain 1 and 2 more, 1 and 2, skipping the first, working in the second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Now we need to remember to do our first double crochet. Slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet that we made. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go off and do 6 rounds of this version, and I'll meet you back here then. At the end of round 6, I just need to finish off with 1 more double crochet. I'm going to snip off my yarn, pull that through and darn these yarn ends in. This is version 1 and this is version 2. Funnily, version 2 is smaller than version 1 and it has more of a rounded look to the corners. Also, have you noticed that the stacked single crochets are really more noticeable on version number 2? So if I did this one, I would probably use the chain 3 method to begin each round. All right, I'm going to head off and do version number 3, which is going to be just 2 double crochets in each corner, but I'll also use the hidden stitch. So let's see what that looks like as well. Double crochet in the corner, chain 1, double crochet into the hidden stitch, across the sides, into the corner we go, chain 1, double crochet, hidden stitch, and across the sides. And as you can see, my work here is cupping up, probably because it doesn't have enough stitches. However, I'll keep going, make 6 rounds like the other ones. I'll block them all overnight and we can reassess the situation in the morning, can't we? There we go. I don't think that's going to have enough stitches. I think we can safely say that square number 1 or 2 is the way to go. Square number 3 with just 2 double crochets in the corner is just not good enough. That there aren't enough stitches. It cups up, it's very rounded. Of course I'll give it a blocking, but I have a strong suspicion that it's just not going to be okay. These squares have just gotten smaller as we've gone along as well. So even though square number 1, the standard solid granny square, does have a little bit of the wobbles, it has a little bit of a frill, I still think it's the way to go. Number 2 isn't too bad, but it is looking a bit sparse. And number 3 is definitely a no-go. So that was an interesting experiment to do. I'm glad I did it actually, because I myself wanted to know as well. I'm going to block these overnight, get back to you tomorrow. See you then. Here's the 3 versions of the solid granny square after they've been blocked. So you'll see they're exactly the same as they were before they were blocked. Number 3 is a no-go. Number 1, yes, it is a tiny little bit frilly. Number 2 isn't. So if you try number 2 out and it suits you, that's great work, I think. So have a play around and see which one of these solid squares suits you the best. Enjoy your crochet, take lots of care, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.